Madam Chair?
Mr. Onishi?
Yes, before we go to communication 687, can we do my resos 299, 300, and 301? Because Mr. Rob Clesso from Pisces is here, and he's been like waiting from the morning, and he has to come back.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
Okay, thank you.
Madam Clerk, Resolution 299.
Reso 299-14 urges the Hawaii State Legislature to pass Senate Bill number 2584 and House Bill number 2150, which appropriate funds to the Pacific International Space Center for exploration systems, PISCES, for a partnership with the state of California to research planetary sustainability technologies. The bills would appropriate $250,000 to PISCES for planetary sustainability technology, demonstrations, and university-based competitions in a partnership with the state of California. Introduced by Mr. Onishi, waive GREDC.
Move to approve resolution 299-14.
Moved by Mr. Onishi, second by Mr. Kanuha. Mr. Onishi, can you?
Okay, thank you. Mr. Clesso?
Thank you.
Come on. Yes, Councilmember, you guys all know that I've been always supporting Pisces from day one. And so this is just some projects that they are hopefully gonna get funding from the legislature so they can proceed with their program. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Clesso right now. He's the Executive Director of Pisces. Go ahead, Rob.
Hi, this is Rob Kelso. I'm Executive Director for Pisces. And so Councilman Onishi has graciously provided 3 resolutions, 299, 300, and 301 in reference to the 3 legislative bills that we have over in Honolulu currently. 299 deals with a matching fund companion bill between the state of Hawaii and California for bringing California technology and research over to the Big Island relative to water reclamation, renewable energy, and or construction with the salt materials. And so these, I think the thing to note here is that our Space Center has always been resident in the county, located here in Hilo, and all our workforce is from the Big Island. And much of the research that we do and the dollars that we bring in, along with international partners, the private sector, universities, and the federal government, result in infusion of cash dollars and research into the Big Island. We are state funded, and we're a state program under the Department of Business, Economic Development, and Tourism. But in fact, most of the value at this point is within the county. So we do appreciate Mr. Onishi's graciousness to apply 3 resolutions in connection with the 3 bills that we have before the Senate and the House.
Thank you, IU.
Ms. Ford?
Thank you. Okay, we're on 299 at this time, right? Okay. Professor, is it possible that you can give us just a little bit of information about the research and field testing of basalt rock as a construction material? How is
Right.
Okay.
Yes, so right now, the state of Hawaii imports over 300,000 metric tons of asphalt and basalt that have to be barged in from the mainland every year. And in meeting with Governor Abercrombie, he is very much interested in becoming more sustainable and self-sufficient within the islands. In other words, less dependent on the mainland. So construction is a piece of that. And so the goal here is to look at the volcanic basalt material as a substitute construction mechanism versus concrete, just to begin to potentially reduce the amount of inflow of concrete and asphalt into the islands. And in fact, I must say that the county has been gracious enough to award us $25,000 in applied research for putting together what I would call a planetary sidewalk or lunar sidewalk here within the county that we're starting in March. And that's looking at various binding agents with the basalt to go down as a concrete structure for a sidewalk. And so the idea here is that when you look at asteroids, the moon, and Mars, you can't take a lot of construction material with you. You have to live off the land, and Hawaii knows how to do that. And so Hawaii is actually a critical path and partner in looking at how we adapt technology toward living off the land. And in this case, in using volcanic basaltic material like we have here on the Big Island in place of concrete.
Thank you. I yield.
Thank you, Chair. I do want to voice my support for PISCES, and we're on 300-14, or which resolution?
299.
Okay. Oh, the planetary. The reason why I brought up so 299. The PISCES have been involved with a lot of new technologies, and any support for their budget will greatly help with advancing research. So I just want to voice out my support. Thank you.
In specific of this one, I'll just add to it, is both Governor Brown, Jerry Brown of California, and Governor Abercrombie have advocated strong support in what's called planetary sustainability technologies that can help provide more self-sufficiency in water, construction, energy, architecture, and other areas. So this companion bill is actually to provide some matching funds between the two states to inflow some of the technology in those areas to the Big Island for testing, with the goal being potentially to have some of these companies relocate here with both jobs and marketing within the Pacific Rim. And the monies here allow for that translational research into the county with the goal of perhaps doing some economic growth and business development as well.
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Nishi.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of add on to the lunar concrete. PISCES and myself have been working closely with Laverne Mori and also with Jane Enrique on getting that $25,000 that Mr. Queso had mentioned, and this is going to be in the research of doing that concrete testing. We've already they are already working with Public Works to find a site and also to an agreement on what will be the responsibilities of PISCES and what is the responsibilities of the county. And I think this is going to be taking place tomorrow. Is that correct, Rob?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
Right.
And then once they have all that written out, then it'll go back to R&D, and then R&D will go ahead, I guess, finance that project.
Just to add to that, the Department of Public Works, DPW, have been assessing the various coupon samples of the basalt concrete that will be laid down as a sidewalk. They've completed that to give their okay over to the county R&D side so that they can move forward with the disbursement of funds. And that will probably be done under a memorandum of agreement between my state-funded program and the county.
Okay, and then the last thing I just wanted to add is that when the mayor had gave us an update on the solid waste, and one of the components in this lunar concrete is a fly ash from H-Power.
That's right.
And so with that binding into this materials to create this hardness of like for doing a sidewalk or a road, there's future use if this Hawaii County does decide on doing something like that, like H-Power, then we can also use that, so that much less would go into the landfill.
Correct. So the University of Hawaii at Manoa is bringing samples using the fly ash as a binding agent with the basalt material from the Big Island as one of the components for the sidewalk.
I yield.
Is there any other comments, council members, or questions? Okay. Madam Clerk?
Ms. Ford. Mr. Elegant?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Kern? Mr. Onishi?
Aye.
Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie?
Aye.
Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Eo?
Aye.
Chair Eo, we have 9 ayes.
Okay, resolution 299 is adopted. We'll go ahead on resolution 300, please.
Resolution 300